guys, it's Amy Dabell, your Norwex independent consultant. I hope you're having a great day. So in today's video, I want to tell you a little bit about our new product, Biozyme. Biozyme is for dishes, and I'll share with you how to use it and how it's different from our traditional dishwashing liquid, which is also amazing, and we still use it. But first, I'll kind of take you back. Before I became a Norwex consultant, we obviously were not using these products. I had never heard of them before. We were using a dish liquid that was blue. I'm not going to say the name of it, but once I became a Norwex consultant, I started learning about the chemicals in the products that I was using, and the dishwashing liquid was a real problem. So the dish liquid has several ingredients in it. I actually wrote a few down because I always try to make sure I say them properly for you guys. So one of the most harmful ingredients in our previous dishwashing liquid and most is something called ethanol. See, here we go. I could hit replay, restart, re-record. We're just gonna go with it. Ethanolamines. Hey, I did it. So that is actually a carcinogen, and carcinogens are like smoking cigarettes, right? So that is a very harmful ingredient in the dish liquid I used to use, and also in most of them. There's also phosphates. Now, phosphates are found in nature, but when they are used and absorbed into our body in a concentrated form like dish liquid, they're actually very harmful to our health. And the mineral phosphates actually gets into our body and prevents our body from properly absorbing the minerals and the things that we need. So it disrupts our ability to absorb calcium, iron, magnesium, and a couple other important things. So, all that work we go through, right, to take the right things and eat the right foods, and yet we are using products that prevent their ability from doing their job. Also, blue number 1 and blue number 4. It never fazed me to use something blue on my dishes, but they do cause skin irritation, asthma, allergies. They're linked to endocrine system issues, developmental issues in kids, and the list goes on and on. I won't bore you with all the chemical stuff because I don't use that product anymore. So now I use either the dish liquid or the Biozyme. So when I use dish liquid is when I'm filling up a sink to do several dishes at once, which, you only use about a pea-size amount. You fill up your sink with water, and then you go to work on your dishes. Our dish liquid is amazing. There's no harmful ingredients in it. It's 85% by USDA certified. It's completely biodegradable. It's great for the waterways, the septic systems, all of that good stuff. And there's nothing toxic like those other chemicals I mentioned that are going to be left on your dishes. So you want to use the dish liquid when you're a sink filler, basically. And we're both in this house. So when my husband's more of a sink filler, I'm more of a wash as you go kind of gal. So the Biozyme is exactly that. It's for, washing things as you go. You don't have to have a big sink full of water. And our Biozyme is a product that you do want to dilute. So this small 6-ounce bottle will make 3 16-ounce Forever bottles. I like using our Forever sprayer bottles, but you could use any glass spray bottle. This one I prefer because the tip can open up and it will either spray out in a foam or a direct stream. So you only need a tiny bit. So like I said, I'm a sink girl where, if there's a couple things dirty, I'm gonna get it done. So you just spray that right into your dirty dishes, spray these lids, get the school water bottles cleaned up, let that sit for just a second. So the Biozyme only has 6 ingredients. It has water, organic aloe vera extract juice. It has, organic aloe leaf juice, potassium cocoate, also has amylase, which is an enzyme. I'll tell you more about that in a second. Certified organic glycerin and certified organic lavender. And that's just for scent. And it's not really strong. The first time I used it, I think I was like, whoa, that smells, like lavender, because none of my other products have any scent. So I definitely noticed it, but now that I've been using it for a few weeks, I don't really notice it. So the enzymes and this, so it's called Biozyme. So bio means it's 100% biodegradable, it's all natural materials, ingredients. So it's bio, right? And the last part is the zyme, which is the enzyme. So it has two hard-working enzymes in it. Enzymes act as catalysts to break down organic matter. Think of them like little Pac-Men that go to work and destroy a specific type of organic matter. So the enzymes that are in Biozyme are formulated to break down food and stains and stuck on stuff. So I wrote this down. So the amylase enzyme targets stains on your dishes, dissolves baked on foods that are like stuck on, burnt on. And then the potassium cocoate enzyme is a surfactant as well. And that traps dirt, grease, and grime, making it easy for you to wipe it away. And it starts to break it down. So now that I have the Biozyme sprayed down in there, I'll just quickly clean it because I don't like anything to pile up. And I like using our bottle brush. This is my go-to for water bottles. And the bottle brush actually has some little rubber like tips on the end. That's great. I like using that for like wine glasses or champagne flutes, anything really small. But when I'm using water bottles, I will keep the Enviro sleeve on there because that is an Enviro cloth. It's not just a holder for your bottle brush. It's an actual workhorse. So I will stick that right down in there and clean that water bottle out. And the Biozyme has already started working to break down the organic matter, anything that might be trapped in there. You can use Biozyme with a Forever spray bottle, or if you prefer, you can use one of our pumps. So this is a Forever soap pump. So you would just dilute 2 ounces of the Biozyme and either a 16-ounce soap pump or the Forever bottle sprayer. So you get 3 16-ounce bottles with your bottle. So it makes 3 ounces. It makes 3 bottles. What a nut. But it does last a long time because I only use 1 or 2 sprays per item. And last night we cooked chicken I cooked chicken and I left it in the oven too long, and the oil, the chicken grease, and the seasonings were all stuck to the bottom of my pan. The chicken was awful too, okay? But once I got that chicken out of there, the chicken pieces, I was just really worried about my pan. It was one of my favorite 9x13s, right? So I just sat that in my sink. I let it cool down because you don't want your enzymes to be used on, which this is an enzyme cleaner, on something super hot. So I let it cool down, and then I just gently sprayed the 9x13 pan. I let that sit there for a little while, and then I used our netted dishcloth to easily wipe it away. And I like using my netted dishcloth on big messes, stuck on messes, because these rinse clean and they're just fantastic around the kitchen. Now, if I was doing like the outside of the water bottles, things like that, I'll use one of our sponges or a kitchen cloth, and you can use the Biozyme or Norwex Dish Liquid with any of these. So I hope this was informative, just to show you how to use the Biozyme and why we don't want to use some of the other things that are available. But if you have any questions, comment below, and I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, subscribe if you're not currently subscribed, and give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Bye guys.